Hello everyone, this is Sam,
And this is Arrow from Tackling.
and today we have a very special unboxing.
Yeah, which is not an IT gadget actually.
Yeah, it's nowhere near a mobile gadget.
Yeah,
It's actually a home appliance.
yeah. Which is a fan actually.
Yeah, it's the Dyson AM05. It's a hybrid fan. As you can see here, it has hot and cool.
It can act as a cooling fan and also act as a heater.
Yes, let's take a look at this bag. It comes with a remote control for you to control the on and off, and
Yeah,
nothing more actually.
yeah.
Very simple.
Just a fan and a remote.
Yeah, without
So-
further delay, let's just
Let's
crack this
just-
open.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here?
So here's a operation menu, which I think technically we don't need to read it.
Something very important, the warranty card.
Yeah, the most important one
That's
because it has a 2 years warranty, take for granted. And here's the two components.
Yeah. What's this? It's the stand here.
Base,
Yes.
the base stand, and obviously the fan itself. So you can see here a nice looking fan, which of course has no pedal for this
We
part.
have plugged it into the AC power. Let's set it on the base. How do we
First
do it?
You have to
Put it to line up the
line up
number
the
one.
two triangles.
When you have done it, just turn until you hear a sound.
Yeah, which is a click.
Okay, so it is very stable right now. Okay, let's do a tour of the heater slash fan. So here is the main part
Yeah.
where the air will be blowing out from here, and at the bottom you'll see a ventilation hose and a number of control buttons. First of all, the on-off switch, and here you can use it to control the fan speed or the power of the heater, whether you want it to be hotter or not so warm. You can tune it from here. An LED light in here, and another two buttons for you to set it to set the temperature, hotter or warmer or cooler. And this one, whether or not you want the fan to turn to swivel to
Right.
turn. So that's about it. Let's look at the back. Nothing on this side, and
Some ventilations,
yes, and actually there's a remote.
which the buttons are actually the same with the fan itself. Very similar layout.
You find the same set of buttons on the remote. And actually there is something special with the remote.
Oh really?
There is a magnet inside, and you can put it in here on top of the heater. It will stay on it, so you don't need to find another space to keep it. And both sides will work, but only at the top.
Yeah.
Nothing in here. Okay, let's turn the fan on.
So it's quite simple and it's really easy to use actually.
But there is a trick when using it as a heater. because if you want it to turn on the heater, you have to set the temperature to above the room temperature,
Yes.
at least 1 degree above the
Or
current
else it
temperature.
will, if it matches the current temperature, it will turn off itself automatically.
That's right.
So anything else?
How about we turn it to the full power. Let's see if it is very strong or strong enough. It's really loud.
I think it's not really that strong, but it did have a really big noise actually.
Okay. Maybe turn it back to something more realistic. I think 3 is more reasonable.
Yes. As long as you are not really hot in your room, there's no need to max up this power.
And then the noise level is still quite okay, acceptable.
Yes,
I would say.
it's quite acceptable. But for a fan without the blades or paddles, I think it's still a bit too noisy.
Yeah, it's a little
It's
bit.
a little bit cons for this fan.
It's a little bit on the noisy side, but considering the power it has,
Yeah.
I think
I think it's
you can
okay.
live with it.
Yeah.
Why don't we try out the heater mode?
Yes. So
Um,
let's
Turn it to how many degrees do you think?
for degrees Celsius, I think
30.
around 35.
I think the max is 37.
I see.
The 35 is quite high.
So it really blowing some warm airs, but it's not really that hot. It's not like your oven in kitchen.
Yeah, we can already feel the air is warm already.
Yeah.
It's getting warm very quickly.
Yes.
And do you see the LED blinking or on at the moment?
I don't think so.
So how do you determine if it is warm mode or cool mode?
I think it's just up to the degrees Celsius you are tuning in. For if you are really want to turn in cooling mode, I think the degree around to below 10 is enough. Or you just want some ordinary fans without the cooling effects, it's around 10 or 20. And if it is 20 or above, it should be the heating mode.
Yeah, normally it would be the case. Let's turn it back to cooling mode.
Yeah.
When you're tuning the temperature, it will stop moving until you stop. Oh, it's shut off. It's shut down completely.
Yeah. You have to push this one again, I think. Yeah. It's working again. So each time it tunes from heating to cooling, it will stop functioning for a while. I think it will work fine,
After pressing the
Yeah.
circle button.
or you just wait a few seconds.
Okay. Yeah, now it is blowing out cool air, I
Yeah.
think. Actually, you can move the body a little bit to suit your need. Just make it still first. I think it allows you to move it like this. Turn
Just,
the angle a little
I
bit.
feel just slightly angle.
Not that much.
Yeah.
How about facing down? Is it okay? Yeah.
But not much.
Yeah. And for left and right, you can turn it itself, so
Yeah, so
we don't
it's
need to
not-
bother. What else have we missed?
I don't think. So this simple one is really that complicated. It's just an ordinary home application. home applicants.
Yeah, but a quick comment is about the noise level. It's actually louder than we initially thought.
So maybe still you have to tune it really, the power really down to minimize the noise. Anything else?
To summarize, I think well, it is quite pricey
Yeah.
for fans,
Yeah.
but then on the other hand, it's a very small size and very capable two-in-one fan
Yes.
and heater. So if you need something like this and you want to save space and you don't want to
I
buy
think this
two separate
one-
devices,
I think this
it's-
device, this fan will help a bit for your electricity bill, because it certainly didn't consume much power as a air conditioner.
Yeah, and I think it consumes less power than many other heater. So, and it gets warm very quickly. That's a really good thing. Because for traditional heater, you need to wait for maybe half an hour to get the warm air. Okay, so I think that's pretty much for this unboxing and first look. If we find something interesting afterwards, we'll share in another video.
Please look forward to our channel.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for watching. See you next time.